Hello, welcome back to What a Movie. I am Tony.
And I'm Pat.
And we're back for Breaking Bad. We are on episode 10.
Ooh.
We have 4 more to go in total on season 3.
Nice.
Last time was Kafkaesque.
Yeah.
Where we've seen some of Hank's struggles still. Talk about his treatment. It's going to be expensive. And then Skylar lied about his gambling. Walt's gambling.
Yes.
And they're going to pay for it. Yeah. So, meanwhile, Jesse is selling drugs or attempting to sell drugs.
Yes, on the overspill.
Yes, but he's selling it to like the little rehab meeting kind of thing. Which is funny.
Just imagining them all sat there on a sofa.
Yeah.
Blue stuff.
Yeah, it's so good. Anyway, this is season 3, episode 10. Fly.
Last time we flew wasn't so good.
No, not really.
We crashed.
Yeah. This aired on the 23rd of May 2010, directed by Ryan Johnson and written by Sam Catlin and Moira Wally-Beckett. So Sam Catlin and Moira Wally-Beckett, we've heard before, they've written, and they are producers on the show. Ryan Johnson, does that sound familiar to you? No?
Should it?
It should. He's a well-known director.
Yes, it does sound familiar.
You don't know?
No.
Have you heard of a little film called Looper?
Yes.
Have you heard of a little film called Knives Out?
Yes.
Have you heard of a little film called, this one you might not have, Star Wars, The Last Jedi? Yeah. So Ryan Johnson is a well-known director. He's directed loads of films. He's doing Glass Onion, Knives Out 2, but he directed this episode.
Oh, interesting.
There we go. What can you expect?
Everything.
Yeah. There we go. So, yeah. We only have 4 more. Where is this whole leading to?
Who knows?
Gus has offered Walt extended 12-month thing.
Yeah.
Continuous as well, he said. Jesse's getting a bit like, I'm owed money.
Yeah.
So
We're only getting a small portion of...
Yeah. So, and we had a lesson about thingy as well last time about laundering money, so that was fun. But let's get on with it. Full reaction is in the discussion, in the description. Need your own link. Yeah.
Wow, let's start again.
Full reaction is in... God. There's a link in the description for our full reaction. You need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it. Let's go.
What happened there?
I don't know. Brain fart.
Are we gonna get baby? It's a bumblebee? A moth? A fly?
What was the name of the episode?
A fly?
Fly. What a weird song. Oh.
Does it have teeth?
No, I don't think they have teeth. Damn, I don't think I've seen a fly this close.
Wow, that was a lot of details. What's the baby called?
Holly.
Holly,
That is not Holly, that's a fly.
I was thinking of Molly, but then I knew it wasn't right.
Isn't that a slang name for meth?
Yeah!
I think so, or something.
Oh, imagine if they did call it Molly.
Seems irritating.
2 a.m. 6 a.m.
Do you think he slept well?
I don't think so.
No.
I was suddenly going to break into a musical.
A musical?
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Is that Jesse?
Looks like it. Is he okay? He's like not with it at all, is he?
No.
That's cool. I like that shot.
No. All the other ones have to they have to lick his junk. I can't believe they even showed it on TV. We should have equipment maintainer guys.
That's cool.
And water boys, you know?
I really like that.
Yo, Gatorade me, bitch.
Oh, what cut. Instantly the direction feels like different.
Yeah.
Just
now.
These numbers, they just don't add up. Means we should be netting more than we're netting.
How far off are we?
What about spillage?
Nothing gets spilled.
drops, like on the cold beer.
Nice.
No.
He's
What
trying.
about the crap that gets left behind? Bet that's it. Bet that's totally it.
He's
Gonna
really
cover
trying.
up, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hey.
This is a cool shot. That's great.
Does it fly there? It's gonna torment him now, isn't it?
Yeah. He leapt for that, jeez.
He did.
That's amazing.
Learn what you're pushing. I feel like I'm like this at work sometimes.
This is great.
This is 45 minutes of him being chased by a fly.
Get it. Get it.
What is this? I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, God's sake. His shoe stuck up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
A little bit awkward.
oh God.
What is happening? How much of an idiot is he? Just go home without your shoe, mate.
For a smart man, he's pretty stupid, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, you did it. There you go.
Wow.
Jeez. God, I'm really liking a lot of the shots in this. That's amazing.
Please whack yourself in the face.
It's a brand new day.
Yeah. It's in the car.
Airplane, you know what the hell's doing that?
Well, just move your jaw around. Move it around.
I am moving around.
Move your jaw on or something. Stop acting like such a baby. There's been a contamination.
What?
One fly.
Hold up. Wait, I mean, shouldn't we be wearing masks?
Not that kind of contaminant.
Exactly what kind of contaminant are we dealing with?
Fly.
What do you mean?
I mean,
A fly.
A fly.
a housefly.
Like one fly? Singular?
Sounds crazy.
Trying to get it out, okay? Understand?
No. I'm not-
I don't get it.
Contamination. I mean, I'm thinking like an Ebola leak or something.
Ebola.
Your intestines sort of just slip right out of your butt.
Thank you. I know what Ebola is.
Love it.
You're chasing around a fly, and in your world, I'm the idiot.
He's got a fair
That was
point there.
What happened to your head?
My head is not the problem. It's the fly. It's the problem.
You didn't happen to try our product, did you?
Seems unusual to you, believe me.
Any pollutant, no matter how small, could completely.
It does seem like he's just gone
Yeah.
crazy.
Hello?
Let's just get started, shall we?
Finally.
What are you doing?
I'm the alkaline.
Have you not heard a word I said? Have I been speaking to myself?
The batch will be good for nothing if we don't clear the contaminant.
We're making meth here, all right? Not space shuttles.
Until
What fly? All right, where the hell is this fly?
He's around. He's not going to expose this batch.
Weird. he's just gone crazy
He has.
over a little fly.
He's just gonna put it in regardless, isn't he?
Maybe.
Did you know that there's a acceptable level of rat turds that can go into candy bars? Hot dogs, pig lips, and assholes.
Nice.
I say, hey, have at it, bitches, because I love hot dogs. And, you know,
He's making
see
a
what I'm-
lot of noise.
Oh, hey.
It's like a horror film.
It stays closed. That's an order.
You can't order shit, Adolf, all right? We're 50-50 partners. Remember?
God.
He just fly swatted him.
Freaking psycho!
Jesse. You see it, right?
What is happening?
Get it. You want me to get it? I'm moving slowly, yeah.
Absolutely. I'm just gonna need your swatter thing.
He asked for this.
He did. He had this coming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it count.
1, 3.
The look in his eye.
You like that? Huh? Hurts, huh? Oh, right there. Look.
This is a raisin.
Oh.
Look, I definitely got it, man. All right?
Oh, lordy.
He's got some skills.
I love how he was like, as soon as he said hit it off my head, he's like, alright.
And we need to destroy it and every trace of it. Failing that, we're dead. There is no more room for error.
Oh, he's obviously had that meeting, isn't he?
Go get some air. If we went and got some air, it would help us come up with a plan on how to catch it.
So, earlier you joked, this is going to be 45 minutes of fly catching. We're like 20 odd minutes in. But they are leaving, so.
Do you have your keys?
Yeah. Hey!
If you're not gonna help me, stay out of my way!
He's gone psycho.
What?
What now? This is spiraling out of control.
It is.
All over a little fly.
Say goodnight.
Damn it!
I mean, I get his frustration. When there's a fly in here when we're recording,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
Need some juice?
Oh my god.
Toxic glue strips.
Yeah, baby.
Not a bad idea. I'm surprised he heard him out, to be honest.
Yeah.
Go out on him and say, how long do you think you've been awake? Figure, you could use some coffee is all.
Oh my god.
Aunt's house back before she died of cancer. Possum. Hey, since when did they change it to Opossum? It sounds like he's Irish or something.
Irish.
Or possibly like O'Reilly or O'Donnell.
Living there, under the house. I mean, it's like
He's just going on about possums.
Yeah.
Right? And he thinks it's.
Is there a point to this?
He finally got it, and she didn't believe it. You could not tell her any different. Man, she would just bang on the floor and yell at it. Even gave it a name. Got like that toward the end. Obsessive. That stuff. He just got mad. But it turned out that the cancer spread to her brain, and that was why. metastasized.
It sounds like he's just described Walt.
Yeah.
It's a lot better.
I'm still in remission.
Good. Great.
Just in case there was a point to your story.
There was some perfect moment, and it passed me right by. If this makes any sense, if I didn't have enough, it had to be before she found out.
Perfect moment. For what? To drop dead? Are you saying you want to die?
I'm saying
Who was planning on?
live too long. You want them to actually miss you. You know? I was thinking maybe before the fugue state. Before the fugue state, I didn't have enough money. My daughter wasn't born yet. Definitely before the surgery.
Yes, pyrotecture after that.
Yeah.
A damn second cell phone. Ah, I know the moment. It was the night Jane died. But afterward, I stopped at a bar. Complete stranger. But he turns out to be Jane's father. Donald Marvelous.
Small world.
It is a small one.
Talking about Jane's dad.
Think of the odds.
Crazy.
I told him that I had a daughter, and he told me he had one too. And he said, never give up on family. And I didn't. Universe is random. Simple chaos.
I was going to say, it's just mad.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Particles. And how can that be random?
He's gonna drop the bomb or something.
That was the moment. I should never have left home. Never gone to your house. At home, watching TV, some nature program about elephants. And Skylar and Holly were in another room. She was singing a lullaby.
Ah. That's great.
Just lived right up to that moment, and not 1 second more. That would have been perfect.
Well, damn. Oh my. I feel like this episode's got very deep into his
Yeah.
He's not coming down.
thoughts.
What you doing?
I'm gonna get that bitch.
That looks dangerous.
Yeah.
You're gonna break your neck. Seriously, this is a bad idea.
He sounds so like, ugh.
I feel like you're asking the wrong person.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? Being a lunatic?
I'm sorry about Jane.
For not saving her.
Yeah. Me too.
I mean, I'm very sorry.
It's not your fault. It's not mine either. It's no one's fault.
Oh my god.
2 junkies, duffel bag full of cash. Both would have been dead within a week. I miss her though. God, I do. Definitely scared him.
Scared the fly.
Yeah.
Got him rattled.
This is gonna go horribly wrong.
You got it.
That is a very dramatic.
Huh?
Very dramatic.
Dramatic shot. Yeah, after all that, it's earned. Didn't even get the satisfaction of it. And there he goes, cooking. Oh. Oh man, he was that close to saying.
Yeah.
So close. I think he's alright.
Right.
A lot of interesting shots in this.
Bins are packed.
Thing is, he did say he went round to his though, didn't he? So it might play on Jesse.
Maybe.
Like, why did you go round to mine? When?
But he already said he went there to get the money.
Yeah.
So.
Jesse, come here. That's £50. I said you're off by. Now I'm not accusing you. If they ever found out,
Take shit.
He's not accusing, but
I won't be able to protect you.
Who's asking you to?
oh god, they seem to be getting on so well.
Yeah. That was only Sleepy Delirious. Walt, who's getting on with him? Is he sleeping well now?
Gonna be a fly in there. I knew it.
He's being tormented.
It's a cool shot.
Yeah. The horror in his face. There we go. Oh man. So that was episode 10, Fly. What did you think of that?
I don't really feel like there's much to say about it.
No, yeah, I stopped writing notes because I was like, in lab chasing fly, in lab chasing fly.
I just thought this could be our quickest
Discussion, probably. Yeah. I feel like there's more to discuss in terms of like other things. So this is what's known as a bottle episode, which is usually a self-contained episode in like one location mostly, with limited budget. So obviously, like the whole season is like 13 episodes or 12 episodes, or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes the budget is, this episode's got explosions and loads of nonsense going on. This one, we can't do as much. So that's what this is, a bottle episode. Yeah, but it's different, right? Completely different from most of the other episodes we've seen. Not only in terms of it being one location and one kind of subject, and not really pushing much of the main story on.
No.
But also the direction felt a lot different.
Yeah.
I don't know, just Rian Johnson's direction was really unique compared to the other, I think. So there was a lot of like one shots and like moving shots and zooming in and doing, which you don't usually see in this, I don't think. So yeah, but yeah, what was you going to say? We got two characters.
Two characters.
Did we actually see anyone else?
Apart from the workers.
Yeah, that was it. And we got I guess it was
Skylar,
Skylar singing at the beginning.
Yeah.
So it started off with close-ups of a fly.
Yeah.
And a lullaby.
Yeah.
Hush Little Baby, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was. Yeah.
And then we had Walt.
Well, we cut to the titles then.
Yeah.
What did you think at that point?
I was like, what?
What are we getting into?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And we had Walt in bed at 2 a.m. just staring up, not being able to sleep.
At the smoke detector. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just flashing. And then 6 a.m. comes along and he looks quite tired.
Yeah. Off he goes to work.
Yeah. This is when they finished up cooking, right? Or he's looking at the yields.
Cleaning.
Oh, the cleaning. Yeah. So they
Because you really liked some of the camera work in that, like of
like he starts
Jesse's
scrubbing,
brushing,
and then it follows,
camera.
and then when he stops, it goes back out.
Yeah.
And he's Jesse's talking about nature documentaries about something licking others' bums and
hyenas,
stuff.
isn't it?
Yeah,
the pack
the
of hyenas and the alpha.
They lick each other's genitals or something.
Yeah.
He's saying, I can't remember. And it was weird, and like obviously Walt's like doing stuff, and and then Jesse's like, oh, why don't we get cleaners? Like, what are we doing this for?
Yeah.
Because he was even moaning before when they walked in about the clocking in and stuff.
Oh, look at us doing that. Soon.
Yeah, because Walt even then in the car looked delirious, didn't he? He was like just out of it.
But obviously,
Like even that though, like you see the shot's just there of him sitting in the car. Jesse pulls up in the background and it focuses on him.
Yeah.
It focuses back on Walt, and then he just comes
knocks on the
round
door.
and knocks on little bits like that. Yeah.
And like the sound as well, because it was very muffled. Like you were in the car with Walt.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when he knocked, it kind of like the sound.
Oh
opened up.
yeah. So
yeah. So they were cleaning because they clean down after every cook, I guess.
So Jesse was like talking about like, oh, I'm surprised he doesn't get us to clock in. Why don't we have cleaners?
Yeah.
This is
Get someone to get me a Gatorade.
Gatorade me, bitch.
Yeah.
I wrote that down.
Walt is working out the numbers, and he's like, we're off.
Yeah, by 0.14%.
Yeah.
A quarter to half a pound.
Yeah, and then
shy.
Jesse's obviously like, maybe it's
He's coming up with all excuses. He's like,
no.
Yeah, what was his first? He said something before evaporation, didn't he?
Yeah, he said evaporation first. Then he said like.
Well, no, he said about spillage.
Oh yeah, spillages, evaporation.
Then the bubbles you get, on drinks.
No, he said about the waste. Or was it condensation?
Yeah, he said condensation. And then Walt was like, no.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, what about the gunk that gets left in?
Off.
And he was kind of like, oh, yeah, vestiges.
But I think he might have figured how.
Yeah, so he was then working out, and then it stayed with Walt, which was really cool. And then Jesse kind of went up the spiral, like, "Are you coming?"
Yeah.
Like,
he's like, "Yeah, I'll be there."
And then you just see him go along, and then I'll be there.
Jesse goes out for the night.
Yeah,
and then the fly arrives.
Yeah. Did you? So you obviously joke saying, "Oh, this is going to be 45 minutes of a fly."
Yeah.
It pretty much is. That's what it was. Yes. Did you expect that? Because we always make these sort of jokes sometimes. Yeah. It's like, "Oh, this is the whole episode."
I didn't expect it to be 45 minutes of fly.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was alright.
I really like the character moments we got with Walt, obviously, and a bit of Jesse as well.
I think Walt and Jesse have been so against each other for so long as well because of all the shit that's gone down.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the first episode. I really feel like we've had them
kind
bonding,
of a bit more. Yeah, I mean, they
bonding.
weren't happy with each other completely.
No. But yeah, so the fly turns up in the lab.
Yeah, which he
tries to get.
He tries to slap it. And then it flies behind him, and then he launches it.
Yeah, it flies on the pipes, and then he hits his head on the pipes.
Oh yeah!
It flies all the way up to the ceiling.
Well, he tries to hit the button. He hits a button.
Oh yeah!
And this all follows in mostly one shot. I think it cuts a couple of times, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Then it's on the ceiling.
So he goes up. Oh no, he gets his shoe off, and he's like, which I like. We got the top shot, like looking down on him. Yeah.
Then he smashes the light.
Yeah. And his shoe gets stuck up there.
Yeah.
so
he goes up the stairs and with the broom to try and get it off of the broom. And then he's like
over.
Hanging off of it like a fool. But the shoe comes down.
Yeah.
And then the fly lands on the railing, and then he tries to hit it with the broom, and I don't know what happens.
Did you expect him to fall off?
Yeah, it was.
That fall was pretty cool looking.
Yeah. I don't even know what caused him to fall.
He lost balance because obviously he swung and he just.
Ow, and I was a bit like.
No, I think he just lost balance as he done it.
Yeah, and then he went straight onto the vat.
Because there's a shot of him falling onto the vat and onto the floor.
Yeah.
And then he's just lying there, and then slowly it like pushes in over his shoe, and then just looks at Walt. And then it lands on his glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not having a good time with this fly.
No.
I think so. What do you think the episode is trying to say? Like, because obviously, well, I guess we get more of it a bit later, so maybe I'll ask that in a bit. But like, he's clearly like, I don't know, he's a bit delirious, a bit crazy, but yeah. Do we cut to New Day then?
Possibly. Yes. Jesse turns up and it kind of pans over to Walt's car that's still there.
And
he kind of walks in.
Well, no, he goes to put a cigarette away, and then he finds.
Oh yeah, the lipstick one from Jane.
Yeah.
Which he's obviously keeping hold of.
Yeah.
And then he walks down to the lab, and then he's struggling to open the door.
Yeah.
Like, so much air is like pushing him back. He's like, what the hell?
And then he closes it and Walt's like, oh, my ears are popping. What's that? He's like, I've created like a vacuum, right? Or lowered the air pressure. He's had the ventilation go, yeah.
So nothing can get in from the out.
Yeah.
It's like, what? And he's like, we're contaminated.
Move your jaw around. I'm doing that. Yeah, and then he's like, yeah, when you hear that, it's like, yeah. It kind of reminds me of a time at work when someone said the batteries had exploded. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's the wording.
I mentioned this the other day, actually.
Yeah, because it's the wording of it where it's like, yeah, maybe technically they did, but not in the way that it sounds. The thing that.
Well, I think the problem was the wording was the batteries are exploding. Yeah. So you're thinking exploding like something exploding.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But in reality, the batteries are just swelled.
They expanded.
Yeah. Yeah, that you are like, yeah, that's bad, but
it's the same wording here, which Walt is right. It's technically, I guess, it's the right wording, but you got to think about the context of it. So, but then Jesse's like, "What is it? Like, do we need masks? What? No, it's not." And then
it's a fly.
He shyly admits it's a fly. It's like one fly.
Yeah, it's contaminated.
He's like, I could have thought it would be Ebola or something. He's like, what would a West African virus be doing here in our lab? It's kind of funny to look back on because obviously now we had a worldwide pandemic.
Yeah.
So it could like.
I also remember there was a bit of a outbreak of Ebola.
It didn't spread to many other countries.
No, it was contained really quickly.
So it wasn't a pandemic. It was is it an endemic or an epidemic? I can't remember which
epidemic.
One. There's differences. Like endemic is like in, I can't remember. One of them's in several small areas. Epidemic is in one big area. Pandemic is widespread. I can't remember, but anyway, he'd also made a stick to hit it with.
He was like, and then the timer goes off, doesn't it? Which says it's ready for the next stage.
And then that's when Walt's like, right, the sooner we get this over and done with, the better.
Yeah.
And so then Jesse goes to start cooking.
He's like, what are you doing? I just told you we're contaminated.
He's like, but this won't stay good for long.
No. He's like, well, we best get to it. It's like, you're either with me to get rid of the contaminant or...
Yeah. Is this where it gets hit? No, it's not yet, is it? So then they're looking around and...
Yeah. Keep looking.
But then that's when Jesse tries to sneak around and he starts talking about... what does he talk about? God, how do I not remember? Oh, the acceptable allowance of things in food.
Oh, yeah.
Because, there's a point he makes up at one point, he's like, we're making meth for people who are poisoning themselves.
Yeah, they don't care about the...
Yeah. Like, the government allows a certain amount of things in food, like pig anuses and lips. He's like, I'm all for that. Hot dogs are great. I love hot dogs. And that's a thing here as well.
Slowly unclipping the thing at the same time.
Exactly. But you can have a certain amount of insects in food and stuff, like little bits and stuff.
That's why I never get it when because people sometimes just often you see videos that people have zoomed into things to see, and they're like, oh my god, look at what's inside your hot dog or what's inside this, and there is microorganisms moving in the food.
There's everywhere.
But it's there's microorganisms probably. How many flies do you probably eat a day?
Yeah.
There's stuff everywhere.
Funny, Walt ate the fly. Would have been a lot of... But anyway, he opens it. Well, nearly gets... Oh, the best bit is he leans... Doesn't he lean out and gets back up and then Walt's there? That's a horror shot. Yeah. That's 100%. And he's like, whoa. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, we've got to... Well, I don't know what they say, but...
Bad or...
Yeah.
Put the contaminant.
And that's when Walt comes around and then he goes to open it and he's like...
he smacks him with the thing.
Keeps smacking him. And then Jesse's like, what the hell hurts? And he's like, Jesse.
And it's landed on his head. And he's like, you're going to have to give me that stick.
Jesse's face kind of immediately he's like, okay.
I love that bit afterwards when he's like, did you get it? And he's like, yeah, I got it. And he's like, but where is it?
No, the best thing is the countdown. He's like, on 3. He's like, 1.
So they're like, where is it? Looking on the floor. And
I
he's
got
like,
it.
It's there. He's like, that is a raisin.
Yeah. Is this when Jesse is starting to be like, something else is up with Walt, because he's kind of looking at him. He's like, you need to get fresh air, we need to...
Yeah, that's when they say about fresh air and stuff.
So they go out, but then Walt locks him in, locks him out.
Jesse's out, and then
because it seems
got
like
the door open that he's like, have you got your key? Because I haven't got mine. And Jesse's like, yeah, I got mine. He's like, are you sure though? Where?
I'll give you yours, and then
he takes it off of him and shuts him out.
Yeah, but before that, it was Walt's demeanour changes because he was when he was on the floor, he's a bit delirious and talking a bit nonsense. Got whacked around the end. Yeah, but then when he's up at the door and he shuts it, he's like, if you're not with me, then if you're not going to do this with me, then I don't want you in here. Yeah. So, and then Jesse runs off. He's like, axe!
I need an axe!
He finds a big mallet in the end. Yeah. But then he
sees, I think, the power supply.
Yeah. And then it cuts to Walt seeing the fly, and he's like, finally, and he's like, and then the power goes.
So I don't know how long he left Walt in darkness down there for.
Don't know. Not long, because he then went up to turn it back on, didn't he? Walt went to turn the switch back on, and it did nothing.
Yeah, but he had those shopping bags of fly stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know if like
I don't know
no.
where that
So
came
what?
from.
So here's what I think happened because he went straight up to turn the power back on, but it didn't work. And then Jesse's at the window, like,
Yeah.
need some power, need some juice. And then I think that's when they maybe made the decision to like, oh, let's have a break, and then I'll go get some
maybe.
stuff. I guess that's what happened.
Yeah.
I think that's where the time jump happens after.
But yeah, Jesse got loads of fly stuff to spray, and then Walt's
He's like,
you're just going to
we're trying to
contaminate him."
decontaminate,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
And then they have these little fly
the strips,
strips.
like sticky, non-toxic strips.
He's like, I've got loads of them.
Yeah.
And then the
they hang them
camera
all around.
pans to them everywhere.
Yeah.
They let off pheromones.
Yeah. And this is where Jesse says, let's make some coffee.
With thingies,
Gail's
coffee
machine.
thing, yeah.
And that's where he slips some sleeping
pills in, because they discovered that Walt didn't go home, and
hasn't slept. And he wants to,
Yeah.
Jesse wants to get on with it.
because that's when Jesse talks to him about like
Yeah, he starts talking about his aunt.
the possum.
Opossum.
Opossum.
Why did they change it? I like how that after a while was like, is there a point to this?
Yeah.
And again, it's like a
Scrabble.
It's a shot from quite away of him sitting on the thing, and
Yeah.
it's the focus switches between them several times, and then it just slowly gets closer. I really like the camera work in this. It's just interesting. You can tell it's a filmmaker.
Yeah, lived under the house, and they had people out to get rid of it, but his aunt swore it was still under
They
there.
got rid of it, and then his aunt swore.
She always had to have an umbrella next to her to whack on the floor.
Yeah. But
And he called
basically,
it Scrabble, but
yeah.
it was because of the cancer had spread to her brain, so she was a bit delirious and.
yeah. So he said
agitated
that's
or
when
something.
that's when we knew, because like she was very
Angry.
agitated and angry and like disorientated and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
And it would be like, that's just what.
and then Walt was like, I've been to my I can't remember.
A week
yeah.
ago, and I'm still in remission. I'm here for the
remission.
long haul.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
that's
he starts
good news,
talking
right?
about.
And then he's like, meh.
Yeah, then he starts talking about when the perfect time
Yeah.
for him to die.
It's really dark.
because he
theme
only wanted to make enough money
before she found out.
before she found
Yeah.
out, but she found out, so.
It all
But
seems
then
kind of like.
he couldn't have gone at one time.
Well, before he said that, he said, I'm trying to find the perfect words to say to her, but I just can't find them. And it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. And then he was like talking about when could have been the perfect time, and he was saying,
There was a time, but Holly wasn't born yet.
yeah. So
it wasn't.
well, no, there was a time where he didn't have enough money,
Yeah.
quite enough, and then he didn't. Holly wasn't born, and then he's like, probably before the surgery would have been good because of the second phone. And then he worked it out.
On the day Jane died.
What did you think when he was
And I
at
was
that?
thinking, oh shit. But obviously he was a bit drowsy from the sleeping pills kicking in as well. But then, yeah.
Yeah. I really like the whole, like him his acting was great, and like him just talking about it all and thinking about like what he's gotten himself into basically.
Yeah,
And
because he told Jesse that he went to a pub.
yeah, and out of all the people in all the world on that day, he met Jane's dad.
And had a chat with him.
It's like,
about
how
their
is that
daughters.
possible? Like, that's just crazy. The world is just atoms and smashing into each other. How does that happen? Yeah, and he's like, what are you talking about? And like family, and he convinced me to never give up on family, basically.
Yeah.
But he's like, the perfect time was actually when I was at home. There's a nature documentary, which I thought quite funny because Jesse kept talking about nature documentaries.
Yeah.
And then he
Skylar
could hear
was in the other room.
with Holly
singing
a lullaby.
And I could hear them.
Which is what we heard. Yeah. Which is great. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they see the fly again, and it's up on the vent, isn't it?
Yeah. Wasn't there a bit more though? Can't remember if he said anything else. I've lost trail of thought. But yeah. Because he was saying like he had enough money then, didn't he? And then yeah. But yeah, that's when he starts to like stagger and stuff, doesn't he? And like,
so sit down, and then they see the fly. So then Jesse gets a ladder, and then sticks it on other stuff, and then Walter's holding on to it while he's trying to get the fly. And then Walter's like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. Did you think he was going to tell him?
I did. I was a bit like, oh. And then Jesse's like, "What are you sorry for?"
Yeah, I am too. Like, it's nobody's fault. Not your fault,
No.
not my fault, not her fault. It just happened.
Did they say we were too?
He said, like,
I don't know if you use the word drug addict.
Yeah, because he was talking about the money. He's like, you were right though. If we were 2 drug addicts with a lot of money, we would have been dead within a week otherwise. Yeah. So, yeah, things happen.
Walt's just like, I am sorry.
Deeply sorry. Yeah.
Deeply sorry.
But he didn't tell him.
No.
So he still doesn't know. Yeah.
And they got the fly.
Well, Jesse got it.
Well, Jesse got it, but then
because he kept missing it. Because Walt was like, "I'll give up. Everything's contaminated."
Yeah,
anyway,
and then it landed on top of the ladder as he was climbing down it.
I like the slow motion close up shot of it.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, I got it," and then he's asleep. But yeah, what do you think the whole fly episode? What do you think is about? Like the fly being there and that. I feel like it definitely goes along with Walt's own frustrations. Like his whole life, he's like nothing's really in his control, and it's all kind of out of control. And as much as he wants to think it is, it's not. And I don't know. He's very frustrated. It seems, and this one fly kind of, I think, like amplifies that frustration. I don't know. That's just what I feel.
Yeah.
But that's how I see it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like tormenting him. This one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of the symbolism of
cancer, maybe.
Letting Jane die as well. Like he has been tormented by that. He was tormented from it.
But he still didn't.
Wasn't he?
Yeah, he still didn't tell him. So
no.
Yeah. Interesting episode though. Like it's completely different from anything we've had in the show.
Yeah, but it was cute though afterwards because Jesse put Walt into the lounge area, didn't he? To sleep, and then he cooked and did everything.
Yeah.
Weighed it, packed it while he was asleep, and they left in the morning.
But before he left, he was like, Jesse, there might be mics in there, but I'm not accusing you, but if you have and they find out, I can't protect you. Well, he gets angry about him first, accusing him. He didn't take anything, and then Walt's like, I'm just saying, I can't protect you if anything happens. He's like, who said I need protection? That's it.
Yeah.
He goes home and the bloody fly lands on his smoke detector. But yeah, maybe that's to again. Maybe it's to symbolise the frustration coming back, the torment coming back. It's never ending.
It is.
I don't know. Yeah, just how I see it. Who knows? But yeah. Rian Johnson, I thought he did pretty damn good, considering it was like this bottle episode where it's just contained. But yeah, I mean, I've liked his films. Although, I'm not a huge fan of the Last Jedi script. That's a completely different story.
Yeah.
I like the direction and stuff. It's fine, but and I like Looper and Knives Out. So yeah. Do you think we'll see Rian Johnson back to do any others?
Maybe.
It's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? Just getting because usually we've had similar directors. I think maybe I don't know. Yeah. But there we go. So we have 3 more episodes in season 3. I can't believe we're getting close to the end of this season. Crazy. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Was there anything else you want to say about that episode? We didn't get any other characters. We didn't get any real continuation of the story. I guess they were just cooking. So we haven't had that for a while. We didn't get a montage of cooking.
No. Didn't see any cooking happen.
No. I like the crazy fly montage at the end as well. It's like and then it landed. Yeah, a lot of interesting shots is what this is, and character development. Yeah, so yeah, because Jesse was suddenly kind of he thought he had it sussed what was happening, obviously comparing it to his aunt and stuff. But yeah, and I like the acting's great. But there we go. Where do you expect the season to go from here? Because unlike season 1. I don't know if we ever got really a hint at what was going to happen towards the end. I guess obviously you're getting to that point of him cooking properly. Season 2, we obviously had the plane crash.
Yeah.
The whole way through. But then this one, we thought we might have had the twins and the whole... But that's kind of been... wound up. So where is it going?
The cartels, because they did say about others, didn't they?
Yeah, but the cartel kind of got...
But before he got shot up, he said about some people, didn't he?
He only said about his brother-in-law's the police, but yeah. So, where will it go? Where do you reckon?
Don't know. I guess a big thing would be Gus being taken down, I guess. Someone tricking on
I was going to say in the episode, I was like, first he had to deal with Crazy 8, then he had to deal with Tuco, then he had the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Hopefully Hank gets out of hospital.
Yes, so we need more of that. And
starts to walk, sort of thing.
Yeah. Who knows? And obviously we've got the Ted drama going on and whatever. Yeah, and will Jesse and Walt be okay with each other? Because
Yeah,
I
hopefully.
don't know, they're a bit on thin ice, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, we've got 3 episodes left, so we'll see where it goes. Will they successfully sell drugs to the ex-druggies? Who knows? There's another thing. But yeah, otherwise, next on the channel, I'm not too sure. It could be changing up schedule. Who knows? We'll work it out. Otherwise, it'll be Always Sunny soon, but it could be something different. Who knows? But there you go. Thank you very much for watching. We shall see you next time. I'm very excited for the end of this season.
Yeah.
Getting close.
Very
Well
close.
over halfway. So, although the last season was the longest season. So
Yeah.
there you go. But yeah, thank you very much again. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.